Hey everybody, welcome to our video lesson for Brown Girl Dreaming and the poem Brooklyn Rain. In this video, we are going to read and annotate the poem Brooklyn Rain by Jacqueline Woodson. Make sure you have your copy of the poem in front of you. If you do not, then you should pause the video and pick up a copy from the Materials Center, as well as a couple of colored pencils or pens. As we look at the poem, our primary objective will be to look at specific words in the poem and identify their denotative and connotative meanings. In this video, we're not only going to read the poem, but we're also going to annotate it. That means we will be making notes on the text to help us understand it better. So let's get started. The first step we need to take is to read the poem. Listen and follow along as I read the poem for us. The rain here is different than the way it rains in Greenville. No sweet smell of honeysuckle, no soft squish of pine, no slip and slide through grass. Just Mama saying, "Stay inside today, it's raining," and me at the window. Nothing to do but watch the gray sidewalk grow darker. Watch the drops slide down the glass pane. Watch people below me move fast, heads bent. Already there are stories in my head. Already color and sound and words. Already I'm drawing circles on the glass, humming myself someplace far away from here. Down south, there was always someplace else to go. You could step out into the rain and Grandma would let you lift your head and stick out your tongue. Be happy. Down south already feels like a long time ago, but the stories in my head take me back there, set me down in Daddy's garden where the sun is always shining. Now that we've read the poem, we're going to start annotating. When we annotate, we ask questions, make connections, and highlight important words or phrases. Today, we'll focus on word choice and think about why the poet chose certain words. First, let's look at the word squish in the line, "No soft squish of pine." You should use a colored pencil or pen to circle the word. Now, what does squish make you think of? Maybe the sound of walking on wet ground or the feeling under your feet. It's a sensory word. It helps us imagine the sound and feeling. Now we're going to add a note to the page to remind ourselves that the word squish refers to the sound and feeling of the wet ground. This is a way to make a connection to the poem. We ask ourselves, why did the poet choose squish instead of just saying walk? It might be because squish gives us a more vivid image and feeling, right? It's more specific and engaging. If you haven't done so already, pause the video and finish adding your annotations. Next, we will use a colored pencil or pen to circle the word humming in the line, drawing circles on the glass, humming myself someplace far away from here. Humming gives us a sense of a continuous sound, like the rain or the thoughts in the speaker's head. So we're going to add that note in the margin of the poem as well. The poet's choice of humming helps us feel the speaker's attempt to find comfort and escape through the soothing activity. It adds to the mood and tone of the poem. Again, pause the video and finish adding the annotations to your copy of the poem if you have not done so already. All right, I'd like for us to add one more annotation. At this time, I want you to look at the poem again and find another word that stands out to you. Think about why the poet chose that word and write a note explaining what the word makes you think of and why it might be important. Here are some phrases and words you might want to consider. Again, you're going to pause the video and annotate the poem. Did you find a word to annotate? Well, I want to share one more word, and I wonder if you found it too. Did any of you choose the word gray in the line, "Watch the gray sidewalk grow darker"? Why do you think the poet chose gray to describe the sidewalk? What does gray make you think of? Perhaps it makes you think of dullness, sadness, or even a lack of color. Gray sets the mood of the scene, making it feel a bit dreary and reflective. By choosing gray, the poet helps us feel the monotony and stillness of the rainy day. It's a powerful word choice that adds to the overall atmosphere of the poem. Well, great job, everyone! Annotating helps us dig deeper into the poem and to understand the poet's choices. Keep practicing and you'll get even better at finding the hidden meaning in the words.